Okay, in this video we're going to talk about how to use graphing to solve a quadratic equation. What we're going to do first is we're going to go into y equals and we're going to plug in whatever our equation is. So for this one I have 64x minus 16x squared is what my equation was, and I want to know where that equation is equal to 20. So I put the 20 in the second equation for y equals. Now we're going to go to the graph. So you're going to hit the graph button right here. It's going to pull up a graph. Now it may be, I'm going to redo this so you can watch how it happens. I'm going to go to the standard window, zoom, that middle key, and the button 6. Makes it so that my window here goes from negative 10 on the x to positive 10 on the x, and negative 10 on the y to positive 10 on the y. But as you can see, this isn't a great image of the graph. You can see that it starts to go up on this side and then it's coming down over here. So it starts where x is 0 and it looks like it comes back down 1, 2, 3 where x is 4. So I'm going to change my x's to only go from like 0 to 5. So I'm going to go to the window button right here. I'm going to set my x minimum to be 0 and my x maximum to be 5. I'm going to go back to the graph and see how that adjusted it. So it's going up here and coming down here. But I want to see where it intersects with the line y equals 20. And I also want to kind of see the top of my parabola. So I know when I go back to this window button, the y minimum can be 0, or we could leave it at negative 10. And then I need to choose something larger for my x max to be. And I'm not sure what it needs to be, so I'm going to try something larger like 100 and see how that works first. Actually, 100 worked out really nicely, so I can just leave it at 100. If it didn't, I would just go back to the window and I would keep playing with that number until I got a good picture of my graph. Now you can see that the two lines intersect right here on the left and over here on the right. So we're going to have the calculator find those values for us. We hit second and calculate. It gives us a list of options. We want to choose number 5 because that says where they intersect. So I just hit the number 5. And it's going to ask me 3 questions. First curve, second curve, and guess. So I'm going to take my cursor and I'm going to move it over here till it gets close to the point of intersection. It really doesn't need to be on the point of intersection, I just need it to be close. Once I have it close, I'm going to hit the enter button 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And it tells me right here the intersection point is at 3.658, where y is 20. So there I've got my x value, and then you would just take that and round to whatever you were asked to round to in the problem. Now if I want to find the other point of intersection, this point over here, I have to do that whole process again. So I hit second, calculate, choose intersect again, and then I have to move all the way over here close to the other point. I need my cursor to be closer to this other point of intersection. Again, it doesn't have to be all the way over there, but just closer, and then I'm going to hit enter 3 times. 1, 2, 3. I know I have my answer when it says intersection. So it intersects at x equals this and y equals 20. And those are my 2 answers for this problem.